Okay, good evening, everybody. I hope you had a lovely holiday over this past weekend, whatever it was. Hope you're just having a lovely time and taking care of yourself. Um, Today, I got a little behind on wanting to do these because I just feeling a little bit under the weather this past week. But I am excited to bring this one down to you. This one is my secret sauce. It helps kind of tie my tones together, and I really like this one. It's from Highwind Amplifications. Jordan, who makes these pedals, also lives here in Utah. I've met him a couple times. He just seems like a really nice guy. Talked to him a few times, and he knows his stuff. This pedal, I mean, it's a lot of people use this pedal. A lot of famous musicians use this pedal too, which I think is really neat. And so yeah, I'm just really excited. It's my secret sauce, so I'm gonna put it over here. And at the behest of Henrik and just better video, you can actually see what's going on. So this is right here, gonna be the Direwolf, and it's a lot closer, so you can actually see what I'm doing. It's a really cool little pedal. Like I said, it's what helps really tie my tone together. This and the Mayo, which is basically a low EQ, and then the Pylon is the noise gate that comes after that, that has boost and cut features on it. So when you get to the end of my signal chain with all my pedals and whatnot, or when I need to fine tune it, that's what I go to help fine tune everything. Don't really do much on the amp. I do it all down on the pedal. I'm just put it like that. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. The pedal I was using beforehand was the Jupiter Jive pedal, which is a tape reel saturated, which has some really cool stuff and has really cool sound and all that stuff. And I really liked it. But this is, I was using it for the same way I was using this on the different pedals. This just gets me closer to what I want. And this is really good if you're into more modern metal, stuff like this. This will really help you tighten up your sound and get the cleans and all that stuff coming through. So let's just do a quick breakdown of the knobs and the switches and the doodads. So volume, upper left, and then we got a blend knob down here at the bottom, so you can blend in my guitar signal. Then we got tone, and then we got the distortion up here. Then all these switches down here are three-way switches. One, two, and three. All these ones are. And then I'm going to use a cheat sheet on this, make sure I get this correct, because I can never remember the order. So the first one is bite, and that will change the characteristics of your high-end sound. Next to it we have growl, which will do change the characteristics of your low end. And then we got mode, which has three separate clipping modes: LED, lift, asymmetrical. Now I have no idea what that means, other than I know it changes the characteristic of the distortion, the way it clips and all that good stuff. And then the last one is boost, and it changes the way it works with the distortion. So right now I have all those on right in the middle, and we will play with this. Just make sure I got the amp that I want to use. I'm using an amp. I'm going to turn the loop off real quick. So what I'm using right now, I really like this, especially on this little crunch sound. It's Highwatt Custom 50, another one from Gold Lion Audio, and I just was playing around with it and I really like it. It's just really nice. Let's get recording so you can actually hear, and let's get this done right this time. So let's see, we will start this about now. Hey, it's going, and it shouldn't stop anywhere. So this is the Highwatt. It's a really nice little crunchy sound that I've just been playing with. So let's get into the pedal. So I'm gonna, I think volume's okay. Let's turn it up just a little bit. to turn up for me. It's turning up. Just go to the master volume. There we go. Okay, so we got the volume. Blend is at 50%, so what? If I want it to blend in all the way, that right? I don't know. So that'll be no blending. Do about 75% on that. So let's get some distortion on this. Let's time it first, all the way up on the distortion. Kind of subtle. Let's turn the crunch off on this so I can get a better idea of what's going on. Where's my gain? Gain down to 0. Okay. I'll go back to helps when I turn the effects up back on. There we go. Now we'll be able to hear what's going on. I do all this in one take too, so maybe I should stop doing that. Make sure I have all the bugs fixed out before I start working on it. Okay, let's go back to that. This one's too loud now. So, let's go back to the blend. So remember, I turned the gain off on this. So that's with, it's just the amp with the blend. And then we go all the way, blend it all the way in. Sound like that. So let's go back to 50. So let's do 50. There we go. Let's do a little bit lower. Go back up to 50. Now let's see what the distortion does. We're going to dime it. There we go. Okay, that's timed. Let's get it, roll it back to about 25. Uh, 50%. The tone, I'm assuming the tone knob is the same as all the others. Left will be more low end. So I like mine just like that. So now let's get to the heart of this. Let's see what all these little knobs do. So let me go back to my cheat sheet here. And we're going to start with the bite, which is the high end, right? we're going to push that up so it's up at the top. Middle. Let's play the same thing. Let's go back up to the top. And adds a little bit to the top. I really don't like it. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. See what that does. So it doesn't sound too different from the middle. Adds a little bit of a growl underneath though. I like that. So there we go. That's just affecting the top end a little bit. So let's go with the thickness. Go up again. Middle. Sounds like it has a little bit more mids in it. And bottom. Oh, that's dark and muddy. I like that. So let's see what these clipping ones do. Oh, that cleaned it right up. That's interesting. So, what's that do with when I turn that up? Wow. So when it's up, that really took a lot of the distortion with it. It really softened up that pedal. Kind of like that. Let's go back to the middle. Oops, middle. Bottom. Yep, bottom. Oh, that's more of a fuzz type compression. Yeah, that's weird. 50 on the distortion. Let's turn the blend up just a little bit. Bad. It's definitely different, right? Like that. That's interesting. I'm gonna keep that in the middle though. So and the last one is just the boost. How it time this boost all the way up. I added a whole lot of woofiness to that. Middle. As you can tell, there's going to be a lot of variations that you can do with this, with all the little dip switches. Let's try this with the warm pedal real quick, because we already know what that can do, right? So let's turn the warm pedal on. I moved the warm pedal from the back row to the front row, actually. That's one thing, because I've been rearranging my pedals. I don't know if I said this already. I've been rearranging that once I figure out what they're doing and what order I want them in. I've been rearranging that. And I'm going to move the effects loop, all the always on pedals, from the effects loop of the camper to the effects loop of the switcher. I just need longer cables to do that. But that'll help me put that after or before my pedals, so I can whatever I want to do. So let's turn the Direwolf off for now. And let's do with the one. So I thinned that tone out a little bit. So with the Direwolf, okay. So let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. So I don't like the way that the low end sounds, so let's turn the tone up first. Oh, we're gonna get the distortion all the way down. Well, not all the way down. Turn the distortion down pretty much all the way, because we're using the worm pedal. Turn the tone up just a little bit, okay. So let's see, let's turn the blend. That should be good. So what's going on here? So the volume is a little quiet now. See if we can bring that high end up a little bit. that one does. We're going to keep that in the middle. Bring the low end all the way up. Sounds like an extreme low cut. Bottom. And what was the, this one is the LED clipping, so let's go all the way up. See, before I didn't like that, now I do. That's a bit much. Yeah. Oh, there we go. So that sounds a lot cleaner. And let's just do the boost. Probably not going to do too much because I don't have the distortion up on this. Yeah. That's a good tone. I like that. So it tightened up that worm quite a bit. So let's, did you see what the worm sounds like without it? With it. Really cleans up all those wild frequencies that start getting out of hand with the worm. Really. So yeah, there you go. My amazing Direwolf, the secret sauce. As you can tell, it lowered the volume on the worm, which is fine. I can always turn that back up, but it helped kind of just really reel in all of its own. So it's what I really like about that pedal. It can carry it on its own. It can be a great distortion pedal on its own. But when you start adding it to all of these different fuzzes I have, the catastrophe, the worm, the minnows, add violence and all that stuff, which they're fuzz pedals, they're distortion pedals, they're going to get out of control. This helps me kind of reel it back in without losing too much of the that's the Direwolf. Highly recommend it to help really tie stuff together, or if you just want a really good overdrive distortion pedal. Sounds good to me. And y'all have a wonderful night.